Hey, tea sippers. So, I want to talk about the big business of embarrassing yourself online for views and money. So, I not only want to refer to the South African influencer that you see in this video, but I want to talk about the international business of embarrassing yourself online for views and money. So, stay tuned. So, first and foremost, this video is not about dragging influencers or anybody that has to do extreme things for money. But I want to talk about the problematic culture that we live in now, the social media culture that the more drama you have, the more ghetto you are. Like if you present yourself in a very controversial manner, in a very ghetto manner, in a very degrading manner, that's when you get views. So I want to talk about it in this sense. And and there are two creators that I have put on my thumbnail because the other one is a well-known South African Facebook influencer, and the other one is a well-known American influencer. So I wanna be able to have this conversation with people that are even outside of South Africa. I am a South African, but then I don't want this conversation to be limited to South Africa. So let's get into it, right? So social media has been a wonderful tool for people to make money, connect, to grow and stuff. And also sometimes social media influencers do become reality TV stars. So Krishan Rock has become now a reality TV star, has become like very big because of her dramatic relationship with Blueface, right? So I want to first acknowledge that social media has actually changed people's lives for the better, for the most part. Krishan Rock got famous from from her toxic relationship, clips of her fighting, drinking while pregnant, doing all these things. So Krishan has become like a ghetto black household name, in America. She's almost like a celebrity now, if not. So I want to talk about the pressure of if you want to be a big star on social media, sometimes you have to do degrading things, very controversial things. So it is actually how social media is designed. The more shocking you are, the more shock value that you offer, is the more people will click on your video, is more people will engage you. And now this has created a toxic culture. And this is not just the two women in this video. This is a huge issue. And it's even bigger than these two ladies. Just that for the purpose of this video, I have to explain it in a way in which we will understand. So now the shock value, how social media is designed, has put pressure that we need to do the most shocking things. We need to be controversial. We need to be ghetto. We need to be degrading so we can get the clicks. And honestly, when I was in university, I did create a YouTube channel, and I also wanted to get into now the controversial stuff, the shock value stuff. And I realized that it's not the right way. And I realized that it's not really the right way to gain popularity by doing really crazy controversial stuff on social media. So I believe that there is a thin line between just being funny on social media, just being entertaining, and being obsessed with degrading yourself for views and clicks. Like a lot of content now, people just do like very grading stuff, and it's a thing of especially in the black community. Black people, we are, because of racism, we are already like portrayed so negatively. And now when we do these very crazy ghetto controversial things, degrade ourselves on social media, it pushes this narrative that, we were right about the blacks. Look at how they are. And this is not me saying that black people need validation from white people, but I think that it's a harmful image when, especially in the black community, when we think that the only content that's going to sell is getting overly drunk on social media, fighting, doing just like degrading stuff, looking a mess, uh, constant videos of yourself drinking, just very, very ghetto stuff. And I know that this is not limited to the black community. I just saw that for Halloween, a lot of white people were doing blackface and doing like ghetto racist stuff. So also, like white people also do like very crazy, controversial, degrading stuff. Because when you're being racist, you're also degrading yourself because you're showing us that you're mentally sick. Because racism, honestly, is mental illness. How can you hate someone simply because their skin is darker? So this is an issue in the white and black community. There is this white lady, Bonnie Blue or whatever, that started a challenge where it's like sleeping with 100 men, whatever. That type of content is extremely degrading and it's extremely controversial, and it's the type of content that will never be removed from your reputation and name. You will always be known as that girl that did this. And another thing that we need to realize as people is that social media is not forever. And we all have made that mistake of thinking that reputation is not important. Social media is not like forever, like what I mean is that your popularity is not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that just because people are viewing your content today, that they will view it tomorrow. There are tons and tons of creators whereby they were extremely famous and then people just started disliking them. So that's one thing about the internet as well. The internet will turn on you at any given moment. You have these YouTubers that were getting brand deals for hundreds of thousands, and they literally went from hundreds of thousands to nothing. With these brand deals and these social media platforms, you depend on people liking you. And one thing about people, they can stop liking you at any given moment. And now what happens when people stop liking you? What happens? You have totally ruined your reputation online. So now you have destroyed your whole reputation online, and now the social media platforms are not paying as much. Now you are getting older, and now you need an actual job, or you need and even if you want to be a business owner, some things are way too controversial, and even people don't want to support like your business. So one day you're gonna get older, you're gonna get tired of these social media games, of acting ghetto and fueling all these racist stereotypes. You're gonna get tired of that. And then what? Because we all know that most of these social media influencers don't invest in education, don't invest in anything real. Most of them don't. We've seen how they go from these crazy luxurious lifestyles to absolutely nothing. So you're not gonna sit here and act like these influencers. Most influencers have plans, because they don't. So now what happens? You've been acting the fool on social media for the past 5 years, 3 years. And then when things don't work out, it's even hard for you to actually have a job. Because people are whipping out pictures and videos of you acting crazy. And it's time for us to really judge ourselves online. Like, I made a decision for myself, like, I'm not posting pictures of myself drinking alcohol on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. If I post an alcoholic drink, it's going to be a cocktail, and a cocktail where you can't even see that it's got alcohol. So young people, please be very aware that the internet is forever. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.